First time watching Better Call Saul Season 5, Episode 7. I had to check JMM. Justice Matters Most. Or James Morgan McGill, I think? Not sure. Anyways, let's do it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and welcome to my channel. In the previous episode, quite a few things happened. An absolute bomb was dropped on us, as well as Jimmy. Kim does not trust Jimmy. Guess what? She still will marry him, though. Which is just lovely. They say love makes you crazy. Well, it's definitely made Kim crazy, because that shouldn't be something they should be doing. Kim should listen to her brain rather than her heart. Gus is ahead of the game, and he has got Mike back from Yellowland. He's got a soldier in him, and he's got Nacho doing his dirty work, snitching on Lalo, keeping himself one step ahead of the Salamancas. Now, Mike did say that he might help or deal with the Papa situation. He told that to Nacho. So good man Mike is back, I suppose. He sees Mike's situation and how much he, cares about his dad, obviously, and how much he wants his situation to be resolved, and he wants his dad to be out of it because he's not part of it. They keep bringing him into it. He's not part of it. So I don't know how that's going to go down, but yeah. Saul messing with Howie. And they called him Howie as well. How dare you? Only I get to call him Howie. That's just horrible, though. Like, it's so stupid. But that's all for you, though. Smart, also stupid. Kind of like Heisenberg, actually. Anyways, that's that from me. Let's get into this episode. I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah, let's just do it without any further ado. Here we go. JMM, Justice Matters Most. I was going to say that was going to be his motto, but isn't his motto now like Speedy Justice for You or something?
Past is past. And moving forward, if I have the urge to not tell you something, then I've got to tell you.
Full disclosure.
That works both ways.
Works both ways.
I love this camera angle.
Okay, what if I have the urge to not tell you something, but I tell you and you don't like what you hear?
I don't really know what's going on.
Nah,
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, come on, cross it now.
We're really doing this, huh?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Wait. Oh, it's Hugh.
Late?
Nope.
Cool. Morning.
Thanks for coming.
Good to see you.
Shall we?
No, he's got a suit and stuff. Wait. No. They're doing it. Oh, man. Decisions made in the heat of the moment, although it kind of seemed like they talked it out, are always the best decision ever made, aren't they? Definitely, in my experience, they're for sure the greatest decisions I've ever made, ever.
Want me to hold the rings for you?
Oh, there's no rings.
I can fix that easy. I seen the clerk downstairs. Had a nice ride.
This is a different kind of thing.
This time it's real.
Then we should do it up right then for the rug right.
Yeah, there's no rugrat.
Well, you at least gonna take us somewhere after this? A little honeymoon? I got a friend that runs a bin in Roswell. Get you a good deal.
It's a legal arrangement. This way, if I get into trouble, they can't make her testify against me.
Oh. I did not know that.
Gill or Goodman?
Wexler. I gotta go fix
You don't have to change the last name.
Here you go.
I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say it's kind of cringe, for women to change their names. Like, just why? Well, I understand this culture. It's the same where I come from, by the way. But I just don't. Unless the woman wants to, then fine.
This okay with you?
Of course.
This might not be what you dreamed of when you were 12.
All set. I just need $25.
I got it.
The husband pays. I don't know why I looked at that certificate and I'm like, I can make a better looking certificate than that. Like how Huel tried to, do it the right way. Wheel of Heal.
Wexler McGill,
Yes.
It's supposed to be, but
and you have your witnesses.
Who's that lady?
Do you, James Morgan McGill, take
Morgan.
Kimberly Wexler
Where did I hear the Morgan? Or maybe I saw it on the paper or something.
to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
The smile on Kimmy's face tells me that she might actually want this. It might not just be an arrangement.
To have and to hold, from this day forward.
This reminds me of when he said lawfully. It reminds me of that clip. I don't know if you guys seen it.
And in health, till death do you part.
Pancakey.
Do you have the rings?
We
We didn't do that.
No rings. Okie dokie. Then by the power vested in me by the state of New Mexico.
Yeah, see, Saul's feeling a different kind of way. Kimmy a different kind of way. Kimmy's actually happy. All right, lovely. He's been married twice before, right? And his second or last one, whichever that is. Whoa, because that was in Breaking Bad. Was that Kim? Didn't she sleep with her stepdad? Well, stepdad would be pretty... yeah, I don't think it was Kim.
Lunch is definitely out.
Sorry, I just can't get away. But I'll be home early tonight.
Me too.
No, hold on. He says second. So this is third.
Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you. Who the hell is Jorge de Guzman?
What do you think?
You'll find out. Lalo. Because Lalo got arrested.
State versus Jorge de Guzman, case CR 200.
Isn't his name Eduardo? We're going to talk more about the wedding thing later.
And I'm going to deny bond.
Your Honor.
That's my decision.
Thank you for making time for us on such short notice. We take full responsibility.
Kevin, you chose me as your attorney. That was the best day of my professional life. Yesterday was the worst day of my professional life. Nothing like that will ever happen again.
No one's denying that things went off course, but let's keep in mind that over the last 18 months, we've opened 24 new branches, and until Tucumcari, the legal work has been flawless.
Paige. She liked him from the get-go.
And with all your smarts, whole office full of associates and fancy degrees, you get rolled over by, well, you know what happened.
He's a side-sitter.
I expected more.
Paige always looks like she's ready to go to church. The way she dresses, you know. The black and white.
Kim, one more thing. This fella, McGill or Goodman, whatever.
Whatever.
You could do a whole lot better.
I've been saying the same, and she just married him. Oh, don't remind me of my theory, because I hate my theory.
Rich, we can't leave it like this.
Oh, he'll stew for a bit.
And if he does stick with us, then what? We walk on eggshells forever?
What's our alternative? What?
And we advised you to leave that meeting when it became apparent that the other side was negotiating in bad faith. You declined. At every point, we gave you the best guidance we could. And at every point, you chose to go your own way.
That is true.
We are your attorneys, and it is our job to advise you. The decisions will always be yours, but if you continue to ignore us, then this is the wrong relationship. And Kevin, I have to tell you, whoever represents you in the future, I hope you're going to listen to them a little bit better.
That it?
He likes it.
All right, then. See you on Thursday.
Yeah. He likes him feisty, doesn't he? Because he is feisty himself.
I guess we'll get out of your hair.
Lack of it. Sometimes I do let my intrusive thoughts come out, don't I?
JMM. What's that?
Oh, that's my motto.
Yeah?
Justice matters most.
Oh, shut up. Justice matters most. Yeah, exactly.
First up, down to manslaughter. Now, I think
Could have just knocked Fred out, man. Like, why kill Fred? Rest in peace, Fred. Let's take a moment for Fred. Come on. Just doing his job.
¿Quieres ser amigo del cartel?
I'm sorry, I don't.
No.
You want to be a friend of the cartel?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yourself a new motto.
The answer is no.
Just make money.
Money. JMM. Just make money.
Who never in his life let go of a question once he had asked it.
Kaylee. Wow, that's such a nice bit.
Is my flower in danger of speedy?
Nicely decorated. I mean.
Good night.
Not yet, Pop. Just 2 more pages.
2 more pages. My flower's ephemeral, the little prince said to himself.
At least look at her. I mean, like, face her. Can't look at her and read at the same time.
I think you wore her out with all that hide and seek.
I don't know. I think maybe she wore me out. Never wanted to conk out. Too busy.
It's all good.
You're such a cutie. Of him sitting on Santa's lap. Oh, that face.
Grind his eyes out. Every year. And every year he'd want to try it again. I'm better now.
What changed?
Cartel.
Decided to play the cards I was dealt.
Oh my god, that scared me. The reflection in the window. His bald head.
I got married.
He's not telling you. Wow. See how he backed out of that promise? Let's go. It's honeymoon time.
The urge not to tell you something.
Jimmy, wait.
Shouldn't have said anything. You're ruining the moment.
No way in hell this dude has ever seen sunshine, but if I could, he said I'd be a friend of the cartel.
Friend of the cartel.
Yep. Amigos.
You know what that means? It means money. Ranch in Montana kind of money. Like,
Shut up, you idiot. It means burying, digging your own grave.
You want to be a friend?
That's pretty much what he asked.
No. Absolutely not. There's no judge on earth that's going to grant him bail. I just didn't want to tell you, so I thought I should tell you.
All right, well, there you go. But still, he's involved with the cartel. Kimmy?
You know what?
Let's get fucking. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you did.
What? Him being with the cartel's turning her on even more? Oh, and the leg wraparound. Oh, come on, Kim. Killing me here.
So what's happening with 6th Street? So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to send in Ocho Loco?
Ocho Loco?
I'm not telling you shit until we talk about my dad.
What you tell me.
Elo's out of the picture, we'll talk about my father, right? Well, he's out of the picture.
Say your piece.
I'm done. I want out.
And you want me to square it with Frank.
Like Jesse.
Frank's not all of it, it's the cartel. I disappear, they're gonna go after my father. He's gotta come with me. You got away.
What are you holding out?
Lalo called me from inside. He wants me to burn down Pollos Hermanos.
Then he's not out of the picture, is he?
Mike and his trusty car. This is Madrigal. They have those brands there.
Remodel improved the in-store Whisker Stays experience, resulting in increased
Los Pollos.
system-wide. In fact, we are
You know that building they have?
ACSI survey.
Madrigal.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. And now, let's hear from Gustavo Fring of Los...
Fring!
Thank you, Herr Schuler.
You got some nuggets with some sauces, French.
In addition to our continued focus on our core menu,
Hey, let's go.
to introduce a new offering.
Nuggets.
We'll extend our product line while celebrating our traditional New Mexican culture.
Ghost pepper wings.
I invite you to taste our delicious Spice Girls. Early fry with
Oh.
a southwestern kick.
Oh. He loves eating them, eh?
Here we are.
No, that would be all. Thank you
Tip.
very much.
$30,000 tip.
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
My pleasure.
Do not disturb. He's got, what's it called? OCD? Or, LSD. Might be selling it. The way he put the stuff down, like it had to be perfect. Lydia, oh Lydia.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, Gustavo. I don't feel well. Maybe things will improve now that you're here.
I'm like, is Lydia and him like more than just, But no.
Eduardo Salamanca has been arrested for murder.
Huh?
However, even from jail, he creates issues.
What kind of issues?
He ordered his men to burn down one of my restaurants.
You're kidding. He's in jail. He can still do that.
I'm afraid so.
Don't people get killed in prison all the time? I mean, shanked and shipped and whatnot.
Anything happens.
She loves that, doesn't she?
The cartel will assume that it was my doing.
I think she knew.
Peter.
At first it was a year, then it was 2, then 3, and now you're telling me? How long? I can't. They will catch me, and then it is over.
Peter.
I can't.
Peter.
Gustavo, please. I can't.
Listen to me. Do you remember Santiago? The two of us, our backs to the wall. I will never. You are still the same man. We are so very close.
Just remembered that scene from Breaking in the bathroom.
Okay.
Good. Now, you eat.
Sigh of relief.
The stunning desert retreat promotes a casual yet luxurious lifestyle.
I'm casual yet luxurious.
Yeah, totally. It's got a 5-car garage.
What? How's that gonna work? We only get 2.5 cars each?
Casual yet luxurious. OJ.
Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you.
I thought you said it was Justice Matters Most.
Oh.
Huh?
A word, yeah.
Pick one.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Maybe try again later. Coming.
That's him. That's Mike.
It's not for me, and it shouldn't be for you.
Hey, forget your key.
There he is. Lovely. Whatever it is, not for me.
Make yourself at home. Got me in my underwear, so enjoy the show.
You representing Eduardo Salamanca?
Hey, what are those things around his ankles? I mean, not ankles, knees.
He's a client of mine, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Or is he wearing like those high socks?
I represent someone who has an interest.
Someone like who?
Doctor Who.
There's everything you need to do your job.
Which is Fred Whalen. Is it Wallen? Or is it Whalen? Pues hermanos. Wait, but don't buildings have like insurance? Like if you burn it down, I think it actually might help Gus with the money. This is deliberate though. How would this work? I'll need to prove that they didn't do it. It's like a timer. It's gonna slowly defrost and then it's gonna slide. There it is. Uh-oh. Go on. Oh! Cool guys don't look at explosions, eh?
You think I wasn't going to hear about this private eye of yours? Excuse me? Dave Clark. Dave Clark, the mysterious third party. I can't wait to see him rip you both a new one.
Any idea what that asshole is?
I'll call the librarian.
That's their family. They're old ginger.
Who's that?
Fred's family.
It's got to be his family. Fred Whalen. The guy who died at the Treble.
Yep. Justice matters most, right, Jimmy? Just make money. Let's do it.
This only recently came to our attention, and we are vigorously investigating.
I would hope so.
Having said that, Your Honor,
Vigorously.
Mr. de Guzman has deep ties to the city of Albuquerque. I'd like you to meet his family. That's his fiancée and the love of his life, Beth McKinnon, his stepchildren, Christopher and Ella, and sitting with them is Beth's mother, Mary. Your Honor, my client is the only father.
A look on her face.
To separate this beautiful family. Given the circumstances, Mr. de Guzman should be granted bond.
Your Honor, a sidebar?
Wow. He had that little moment looking at the family and he's just like, game time.
I accept the defense's argument that bond is warranted, but considering the severity of the charges, I will set the amount at $7 million, cash only.
Oh, Your Honor.
$7 million.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
I can do that. Thing is,
just make money.
I need you to pick it up.
What, me?
I'll call you.
Mm-hmm. Has MHM. It's a new lawyer coming soon in the Breaking Bad universe. Oh, wow. One half is Jimmy, the other half Saul.
It seems I've upset you, so offer's off the table.
You upset me? How'd you upset me?
It's weird to offer a job to a man and in return have bowling balls thrown at your car. And prostitutes sent to your business lunch. That's weird.
You sound unhinged.
Jimmy, I'm sorry you're in pain.
You kill my brother and you say you're sorry. Let me tell you something. The job offer, it didn't upset me. It amused me.
You killed my brother?
But the illustrious HHM. Chance to play at the palace. Little old me. You have no idea what's going on. You're a teensy tiny man in a teensy weensy little bubble.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, don't you fucking owe Jimmy me. You look down on me, you pity me. Walk away. That's right, Howard. You know why I didn't take the job? Because it's too small. I don't care about it. It's nothing to me. It's a bacterium. I travel in worlds you can't even imagine. You can't conceive of what I'm capable of. I'm so far beyond you. I'm like a god in human clothing. Lightning bolts shoot from my fingertips.
You should have gone to therapy, bro. You should have gone to therapy. Unhinged, eh? Howard's unhinged, definitely. That's the end. And I like how he said lightning bolts shoot out of my hands. Because I'm watching Star Wars and, you know, the dark side people, particularly our boy Opal, shoots, you know, and I think that's it. Jimmy's gone. He's turned into Saul. There's a couple of shots that I'll talk about that I think was trying to tell us that as well. All right. That was quite an episode. So Kim and Jim have gotten married. Okay, cool. That's just lovely. And Saul is in full charge, I think. I think that was the point of that scene there at the end with the family and him looking over at them and the little half sort of reflection and that. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Before I talk further about this, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction, uncut, everything there, it's available in my Patreon link in the description. The reason why I have to cut it up on YouTube is because of copyrights reasons. I cannot upload the whole thing here. I simply cannot. Legally, I'm not allowed to. I say that because some people ask why I cut so much. I understand it can be annoying. I get that, but I have to. It's a necessity, you know? So yeah, and also I upload these videos early on Patreon as well. So if you want to see the next episode right now, you can. It will be on my Patreon. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. And now let's talk about the episode. Wow. So yeah, Lalo making moves from inside the prison, just having to blow up his own location. Now, like I said, that sounds bad, but it can actually work out really well for Gus with insurance and all that. But it's really, because it's quite, I mean, the way they did it, it's evident that it is done deliberately, that it wasn't just like a gas leak or whatever, do you know what I mean? That someone actually did this. And it's going to be very difficult to prove that it wasn't them, because some people will do that, but that mostly applies to businesses that aren't doing really well. So instead of just shutting it down, what people will do is do something like that and then claim the insurance money, and that'll be the end of the business, so they get something out of it, you know what I mean? But his businesses, Gus's business, Los Pollos Hermanos, is thriving, actually. It's doing really well. I even mentioned it previously that him having so many locations and all of them so busy, so much traffic to all of them. I mean, he doesn't really need to do any of this cartel shit. He's making plenty of money on his own, trust me. There's so much money in the restaurant business, I know, because pretty much my entire family has restaurants. You know, my own father does too. But anyways, that's besides the point. So yeah, it might actually work out well in the end for Gus, but it's going to be very difficult to prove, though, that it wasn't them, because all the cameras are done. Even if there is a chance that somehow some footage will survive, they're going to scrap it themselves, because obviously they can't show that it was them who did it, right? So I don't know how that's going to go. But anyways, it really doesn't matter. I mean, they're making so much money. It doesn't matter anyways, insurance or not. Now, I did not know that if you're married, you cannot... So this was a legal arrangement. So this isn't like a real marriage, although the way Kim at least was, she was so giddy, like giggly and so happy, you know what I mean? Like you couldn't hold her smile back. So I think she might be like into it, but it would seem that it's sort of an arrangement, a business arrangement or legal arrangement than anything else. So that's great, I suppose. So when is she going to then tell Kevin that, you know, that guy that you told me that can do so much better than, well, you won't guess what? I married him. Put a ring on it. Well, actually, didn't put a ring on it because they're not doing the whole ring thing. But yeah, she doesn't have a middle name, which is weird, I suppose. I mean, not really. I mean, I suppose I get it. It's America, so in America, people really care about first and last name. But where I come from, middle names are our name. So like the first and last name is mostly for like it's like the family name, or it's like a title or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Your actual name is your middle name. So my middle name would be Affan. So my name's Affan. That wouldn't be my first name. That would be my middle name. And that's how everyone is where I come from. So it's very important, basically. A middle name is your name. But yeah, that's just a cultural thing. same as changing the name when you get married. That's a thing where I come from. That's very much a thing, changing the name. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like just so weird, like so cringe on me. Like, bro, just. I mean, unless she wants to, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. It's cultural though. I feel like I'm coming off as a bit disrespectful, but this is a thing in my culture too. So if I am, then I'm being disrespectful towards my culture. It's actually a way bigger thing in my culture because I've seen so many people here in the West doing this or not doing this, but pretty much everyone where I come from does it. Minus my own family, I suppose. My family's a bit, I don't know, different. But anyway, staying on the marriage topic, this is something that came to my mind. So Saul has talked about this before or in the future, I suppose, in Breaking Bad, that he has been divorced twice. And in the other episode, like I said, he did something. What was it? The Chicago Sunroof episode. He was doing that because his wife was doing something. So basically, his last wife, so that would be his second wife then, or not the third one. So the one that got divorced, which is the second one, right? Because he said that she cheated on him or was unfaithful to him with his stepdad, which that's not Kim. So that means that was his second wife, not his third wife, which means that in Breaking Bad, they're still married, Kim and Saul, but Kim isn't there. So if Kim isn't there and they're still married, there's only two options. They separated, which I hope to God they did, or she did. So yeah, it's been divorced twice, not 3 times. So that's not an option. Either they're just separated, please be that, or rest in peace, Kim. And the thing is, I said this so early on in this fucking show too, that Kim is gonna die and it's gonna piss me off. And just thinking about that is pissing me off. And I can't say that it's all Jimmy to be blamed for this, but Jimmy is to blame. It's like the Chuck and Jim situation. Jimmy has to take the blame there for making these choices. Chuck pushed him very much so, and if you think he didn't, then we're watching 2 different shows. That's the only explanation. And that's what's going on here with Jimmy and Kim as well. Kim, of course, she is an adult, very smart. She's making these choices, but Jimmy's pushing her, and so he's to blame. I so hope I'm wrong. Please, like, it's separated. First option. There's no, you know what? Forget I ever said that. There's no second option. There's only one option: separation. Nothing else. I hate myself. I swear to God, I do. So yeah, now that I have that horrible thought in my mind, let's talk about what did I want to talk about? Forgot. Oh, Mike is going to help Nacho, it would seem. He does seem to have a plan for Nacho, Nacho and his father, so both of them are going to get out. Reminding me of Jesse Pinkman. But yeah, he might do. He's good with his daughter-in-law and his granddaughter, which is good. He's doing well. And $7 million in cash. Lalo can do that. Now, a thought popped up in my head when he said that and when they said that. 7 million in cash. Now, obviously, I don't have that. And obviously, you don't. Well, actually, you might. Who knows who's watching me. But, most people, let's say, won't have that, right? Even if they have 7 million, they won't have cold cash. They'll have hot cash. No, they won't have like actual cash, right? So if he does that, delivers that, the persona that they're putting up for this guy is that he's some innocent guy and he's got a family and he's looking after kids. Basically, he's a regular guy. And he's not this cartel guy that the police is making him look like. Well, which regular guy has 7 million in cash? I guess Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Impossible Burger, those people. But again, are they normal people? That's not normal. And pretty much everybody knows who they are. So wouldn't that raise suspicion is basically what I'm saying. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But yeah, I wonder how Hector is doing, though. Hector must be missing his best pal, BFF, Lalo, or De Guzman. Now. To that final sequence with the Salamancas and Howard and the Fred and all of that good stuff. So, Howard finally figured it out. It's Jimmy. Jimmy's doing all of this to him. He faces Jimmy and he tells him the truth. And he doesn't even hold anything against Jimmy because the way he speaks to him, he says, it's kind of weird, but I understand. And it's fine. You're in pain. And the moment he says that you're in pain, that's his trigger word, we touched on this a little bit, is that he's envious of Howard because he's getting over his pain and he's getting over his past and he's moving on. And Jimmy is unable to do that. And this, I thought, was a brilliant display of that he is unable to get over his pain. And that he's still holding on to that, and him basically saying, you killed my brother. Okay, fine, of course, Howard played a part in it, but I would say the bigger part was played by Jimmy. Actually, I don't know that, because it really happened after Howard, right? After Howard did what he did. So maybe the bigger part was Howard, but still, after everything you dragged Chuck through, and of course, Chuck was messing with Jimmy, so Jimmy didn't have a choice in that, but you still did that, right? And the same can be said for Howard. Howard didn't just do that, right? It happened after, a lot of events took place. So how can you just point to him and say, no, you killed him? You did. It tells me that maybe that's how he's feeling. He holds himself responsible for Chuck's death, and he doesn't want to think about that, and he doesn't want to face that reality, and so he's deflecting, and so that's why he burst out and saying things like, oh, I'm so great, and your job is too small, and I'm this and I'm that, and lightning shoot out of my hands, which might be a call to, the dark side in Star Wars. And before that, we got that little reflection, which I talked about as well, in the wall. I think that might be the duality in his personality, the Saul and the Jimmy, and how Jimmy's fading away. We talked about the ice cream scene. For that, Jimmy fading away, ants coming around him, devouring Jimmy, and all that's left behind is Saul. And we know who Saul is. Saul is the defender of the defenseless. Is he now? Okay, that's what he said, but he's not. Just make money. That's his motto. By the way, is this motto justice matters most or speedy justice for you? Huh? Either way, it should be just make money. By the way, Lydia, bro, can you chill? Like, why do you want to shank people in prisons? Like, you're perfect for Todd. You know that? I thought it was a bit weird, but you're made for Todd. Weirdo. But back to Saul. I mean, it was interesting because you could actually see there for a moment that when he sees that family and the impact that his work, what he's basically doing to them. I mean, he kind of sees it for a second, and poof, then Howard appears and it's just gone. Fades away into thin air, just like a fart. And I think whatever little decency that might have been left inside of Jimmy, or inside of Saul, which was Jimmy, I think is gone, is wiped away. And yeah, he might have said that he doesn't want to be a friend of the cartel, but I think he will want to be a friend of the cartel from this point onwards, because you know how he said, I'm so great and I'm so this and that. Why, yeah, you're all of that, while driving an steaming pile of crap. By the way. So I think this might be the moment where he decides that his motto is going to be just make money. His motto is going to be climb the ladder as high as he can. And I think he's realized that, and I think there's no turning back. And Kim has married him. So that's just lovely. I mean, to think, it's just popped up in my mind, to think that none of this would have happened. None of this. If those two dickhead twins hadn't messed with the wrong abuela. Imagine that. A world where Jimmy's scam would have gone right, not wrong. Anyways, with the old lady and the accident and that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I talked a lot, I know. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tolerating me. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, all of you, for supporting me here on YouTube and over on Patreon, and YouTube members, everyone, every single one of you, for liking, sharing, subscribing, all of you. It's been amazing, man. And I really appreciate it, you know. And when you get these moments like I did recently, where you get sick and you can't really do anything, and you guys still show the same love and support, I mean, it really makes you feel special, you know. And I know I am special, but I don't mean that kind of special. That I already am, and you guys know that too. But yeah, it was great, and I love you guys, man. So thank you so much, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice